It's so dumb.
It's so dumb, it's brilliant.
No! It's just dumb.
You're right. It is just dumb.
Those are my thoughts also.
All right, welcome back to emergency episode on the podcast See It, Stream It, Skip It, where we get into spoilers about the End of Oak Street. So if you haven't seen End of Oak Street and you want to go see the End of Oak Street, please do not listen to this podcast. Or you can save your time, save your money, and just listen to us and then make your judgments.
Yeah, here's the thing. We can give you spoilers for this. I don't think it ruins the movie because there's really not that much plot to it. It really is like, hey, what if your neighborhood suddenly, for no explainable reason, and science that doesn't actually check out, what if you woke up and your neighborhood was suddenly 200 million years back in time and dinosaurs were suddenly eating all of your neighbors?
I guess my first initial question was, I like Ewan McGregor. I like Anne Hathaway.
I hate them as a couple.
I don't like them as a couple, number one. But number two, why did they choose to do this movie?
I don't know. Because it's not like Anne Hathaway needed it. She's in
every movie this summer.
She could have let this one slide. I don't know. I think she probably saw that the mom was supposed to be a complex character, and maybe she thought it would be something different for her, something challenging. It's not that I think she does a poor job. I think she does a good job. I think Ewan McGregor does a good job. I think the two of them
don't click.
They don't click. They don't seem right as a couple. He seems too old for her, I think. I don't know. It's their vibe is rancid from the beginning of the movie. We're led to believe very early on that they are a couple on the brink of divorce.
Mm-hmm.
And having something as absolutely jarring as being transported 200 million years into the past doesn't help them sort their issues out. They're fighting during what is an apocalypse. Like, you know, when they choose to take a break from dinosaur proofing their house to have an argument about him losing his job, I was like, are you kidding me? Does any of this matter at this exact moment?
None of this matters.
You're all going to die. In all likelihood, like, you have 2 kids, no plan. Like, is this what our concern is? Because I really am not seeing it. I just couldn't get into these characters. Like, the mom is
a writer,
a repressed stay-at-home mom who hates her kids and husband and dreams of leaving them.
Yeah, that's the other thing too. She doesn't just hate her husband.
Yeah,
she clearly finds her kids repulsive and just wants to leave. Yeah,
she has like a fantasy about leaving her family, Kramer versus Kramer style. And she hates Ewan McGregor because I think we're led to believe that he has a former drinking problem or current drinking problem, unknown.
Doesn't really show initiative or something like that.
We don't really get into like what the problems are there in their marriage are. We don't see any of their kind of like normal interactions really before they start getting attacked. So I'm just not invested in their relationship. I'm not that invested in the kids' relationships with each other, with their parents. Like, the family dynamic feels really insincere. I don't know. It just seems like a family written by somebody who is from an alien planet and is just speculating what it's like to have a family.
You know who was the smartest character in this movie?
The librarian.
The dog.
Oh, don't get me started. I actually hate the dog thing. So, big spoiler, this family keeps getting into bad situations because of their dog. Because their dog is an outside dog, which is very typical. This movie takes place in 1982. I'm not saying that that's bad, but their dog gets loose and they run after it and try to get it back.
No, they don't run
Not
after it.
not initially, but the son does leave the house
Because
when he
he's a
sees
big
his
dummy.
dog. When he sees his dog.
Because he's the big dummy.
The thing is, this family has seen their human neighbors get their heads ripped off and, like, people are dead in the street. And this kid sees his dog and he's like, well, I gotta get out there.
Okay. I'm just saying. Okay. Let's put this in our situation. We're in a prehistoric time and you see Dally barking. You're not going to run after her?
No. Survival of the fittest. I love her dearly, but I'm not going to put my life in immediate danger to chase a dog that is dumb enough to go up against a dinosaur.
I would run after Zeke.
Oh, Zeke wouldn't be going after a dinosaur. He would
That
be
is true.
cowering indoors safely. That's the kind of dog you want in this situation.
A dog that shakes into your lap when he hears a slight noise.
He would be so freaked out. No,
Okay.
it's just like I don't think the kid would have left the house without telling his parents, which is what he does. He runs out, doesn't tell his sister or his parents that he's leaving to go find
He just goes
their
and gets
dog.
the dog.
The sister runs after the brother. That one I do understand. Like, she actually is probably my favorite character in this whole thing because I think she is pretty well written as, like, the older sister who is, like, desperate in trying to, like, smooth over the cracks of the family. Like, her parents are acting in a very immature way. So she's trying to make things easier for her younger brother. She's very concerned for his, like, emotional well-being. So she does go after him. That makes more sense to me. But the kid running off after the dog without telling anyone just did not play for me. I'm like, this seems very unrealistic.
Okay. Plot holes. I'm gonna get it. We're just gonna go in order
This is
from
a plot net. This is a
from-
movie that I like to call a plot net because there are so many holes.
from where we have left off now to the end. Okay, I'm gonna give you the plot hole. You describe it, and you go. Okay, ready?
Yeah.
House shakes. You see fur.
What was it? We don't know. It's never followed back up on.
No,
You just hear a loud noise and see
you
very bad looking CGI fur.
you
and-
assume it's a big dinosaur.
Yeah, but you never see the dinosaur. You never see a dinosaur. It literally shakes their entire house. And you never see it. So, like, they don't see another dinosaur large enough to do that. They see T-Rexes, but they're
And a Spinosaurus.
kind of minimal compared to the size of their home. So I don't know what we're supposed to believe that was. Here's my other thing, and this is a question I'm going to pose to all of you paleontologists in the audience, but would the dinosaurs immediately start attacking the homes? Like, I gotta imagine that the dinosaurs are animals, right? Or
Simple-minded beings.
just, beings. I would think that they would be freaked out also. Like, this completely new environment is here. Also, these homes are not like ramshackle shacks. Like, they are genuine brick homes with, like, secure doors and windows. I don't think that the dinosaurs' first instinct would be, let's break out all these windows to see if there's anything in here. Like, I understand that they would be doing things like going through the trash or, like, walking the streets, but I just genuinely don't know that they would be, like, inconveniencing themselves to break into homes.
You mean, but they do have instincts, and they do certain things in those instincts.
Oh, God. I don't want to talk about what you're talking about. It was my least favorite part of this.
Dino fornicating.
There is a cloacal kiss in this movie. That is the technical term. I had to look it up.
Enjoy those ads.
I had to look up the reproductive history of dinosaurs today.
Because the movie is scientifically inaccurate.
Yes, there is a scene, a reproduction scene of two dinosaurs up against a house. And they like linger on it and take pictures and make like a lot of jokes about it. And I'm like, who is this movie for? Do you know what I mean? Like,
that's another thing.
This
movie is
for
PG-13.
kids? Like so from the trailer, I would think that this is a movie for a family, you know, people who maybe have, you know, kids that are like 10 and 14, like that kind of age range. I would think that that's who this movie is for. There are so many scenes that I'm like, this is too graphic for a PG-13 movie. It's also like very, very violent. The dinosaurs are literally like ripping people's
people
insides
apart.
out. Yeah, like it's not... I honestly, it must absolutely bump up against the rated R line. Without
I don't
going
know who
over.
they got to rate this movie.
Yeah, I honestly, it makes you kind of want to look up the qualifications on what makes something R versus PG-13, because this has to be
What?
almost over.
Get your DVD unrated director's cut.
Yeah,
What couldn't make the film?
20 more minutes of dinosaurs doing it.
Okay. The next part that I want to get into is Ewan McGregor's death.
Big spoiler. He dies. First of all, before he dies, he just get his whole leg ripped off.
I think he just goes, ah, ah.
There's just blood splurting out of his leg. That's why I'm like, how is this PG-13? We see a ripped off leg. This is PG-13 the way that Jaws is PG.
But yeah, he just sits there. It's like, oh no, my leg.
Yeah.
And then proceeds
And
to
then
get...
his head gets literally snacked
Well,
off.
also, he kind of gets crushed to the ground.
Well, and also, they kind of just watch him get eaten for a little bit.
And then Anne Hathaway's just like, walk away.
Like,
Everybody
she's
walk
like-
away.
She's like, don't look, don't look. Well, they've already seen him get basically completely consumed. Like, by the time she tells them, don't look, they've already seen it. Like, they're already very traumatized. Yeah.
And then she just tries to act like nothing happened. And it's just making
And
the
then her
kids
son-
work.
And then her son is like, Mommy, is everything okay? And she's like, why don't you just shut up? I was like, am I supposed to hate the Anne Hathaway character? Because I do.
This is why I wanted to leave you.
Yeah, I'm like, now I get why they're divorcing.
All right. Next plot point.
Okay.
They get out.
Okay, so
Well, wait, is there anything before in between those?
it's just like it happens. They try to dinosaur proof their home.
Again,
And
A
which
snake
is a
gets in.
smart idea. No, I mean like start to finish. It's like the thing happens. They dinosaur proof their home. The
Kid goes out for his
goes
dog.
out for the dog. The mom and dad leave to go find the two kids. They get separated. They both have like near misses with dinosaurs. They run into a random
portal.
portal that jumps you back to where you came from. That's the other thing that I don't think makes sense. Like, if this is a wormhole, so that's kind of how they explain this, is it's a wormhole that you jump from one point in time to another. Why would the portal be going to the exact spot in time? Like, what if they go through the portal and they're in the year, like,
2011?
Yeah.
Honestly, that's what I was kind of
yeah,
hoping would happen.
I was kind of thinking that, like, how do they know where they're going? Like, what? So they establish early in the movie that this is 200 million years ago, with a very convenient little plot thing that happens in the beginning. So this is 200 million years ago. What if they jump and it's only 100 million years in the future and it's the Ice Age? Like, what do? They just keep jumping through portals like Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure. They're just in different time periods over and over. Yeah, but conveniently when they look into this portal, it goes directly back to 1982 where they're from. So Mom and Dad find the portal, the family reconvenes, and then immediately the dad is
Eaten.
chomped in front of everyone. They make it to another portal with...
All while being attacked by a giant snake.
Yes, a giant snake and all the other dinosaurs. And so they finally jump through the portal.
And jump into some old lady's pool.
And they're randomly right back where they came from in 1982. And very conveniently, they jump back 20 minutes before the actual thing happened. Great. That makes total sense. Of course, that's how it would work. So the mom, and then the two kids, they're alive. But
there's also another kid, which I want to point out, runs to go get her parents to pull them out of the portal. Oh, so is there no duplicate of the kid?
This is where we get into a lot of, like, explain the science to me. Because, so when they arrive back 20 minutes before, they're like, oh, we're in a different location very conveniently
Away.
that is outside of the 2-mile radius of our street that gets transported. But
it's, by the way, not a street. It's kind of a borough neighborhood.
yeah, it's like our whole neighborhood. Yeah, House on the End of Oak Street also is a weird title because they call the town like Flowervale.
Yeah.
Anyway, so the kids are like, are copies of us just in our house right now? And she's like, yeah, I'm going to make a call. Conveniently, they're right beside of a phone booth with a huge clock on it also. That was a plot device that I was like, wow.
In case you guys didn't know, she has 10 minutes.
She has 10 minutes. She's like, oh, great. I know exactly what time it is. And I just happen to know exactly what time the thing happens.
So you know what I'm going to do? Because my husband is making extra money by delivering pizzas, I'm going to order a pizza.
She orders a pizza, and he delivers the pizza, and when he shows up, his family is all there, and they're, like, crying because they're so happy to see him, and he's like, what is going on? Because to his knowledge, did he just leave his family, like, asleep? The copies of them are asleep in their beds at this point. Like,
I think he was still on his shift, like he just came back.
He was coming home when the event happened.
Yeah.
So, because and this is
They got a last-minute delivery.
This is, like, very much, I feel like, stolen from Close Encounters of the Third Kind. Also, he's in his car when the, like, very bright lights strike down, and so he misses being inside the radius. So they hug him and they're like, we're all okay. And then the event happens and the dinosaurs are transported to 1982. So this
In that 2 mile radius.
This 2 mile radius now has these dinosaurs. And instead of dealing with whatever happens from that, we flash forward 2 years. The mom is a hero because she just called the people who she knew from the neighborhood and told them to get out. But we only see that she called 3 people.
It's probably the only number she knew.
Yeah, exactly. She's not going to know the whole town. This is 2 miles of people. Like, countless others are dead. And do we, like, just, do things ever come back through the portal? What bacteria is living in this, like, prehistoric 2 mile radius that now is going to infect the planet? Like, the dinosaurs obviously have to escape.
But hey, Ewan
The
McGregor.
atmosphere is not going to be the same. So, like,
But hey, Ewan McGregor dropped an F-bomb in saying, "Is that a effing dinosaur?"
yeah, which was funny. That
Yeah.
did get me. I did laugh at that because, yeah, exactly. That's kind of how we were all feeling. I don't know. It's a movie. Suspend your disbelief, but this is just like, it just wasn't that enjoyable. I've said all this, that, like, the plot doesn't make sense. There are a lot of plot holes. If I had had a good time watching it, I wouldn't care about that. Like, are there plot holes in Jurassic Park? Yes. Do I care about them? Not at all, because the movie is so fun and thrilling. This just wasn't that thrilling to me. It is dinosaurs, but, like, I never felt the same sort of, like, tension.
And not only that, when Ewan McGregor dies and gets eaten, it's so anticlimactic.
Yes.
Like, you sit there and you go, like, based off the tone of everybody, you sit there and go, well, he's probably going to come back, right?
Yeah.
Like, they're going to figure this out.
Yeah.
Like,
it's
there's no somber music. There's no emotional ties or anything like that. It's just like people walk away, which, by the way, they don't run away. They walk away.
Yeah, they're like, this dinosaur's busy eating our dad, so we can really lumber off.
Also, okay, I'm sorry. I know I keep jumping back and forth, but to that scene, Ewan McGregor just took a sledgehammer to that T-Rex and knocked it on its butt? What?
Well, as we all know, a T-Rex was very susceptible to a sledgehammer. That was
Yes.
their one weakness, is sledgehammer.
Well, it wasn't too much of a weakness, as we
Yeah.
then learned.
Yeah, it, like, stunted it somehow. Anyway,
So, not your best work, which he's had some hits, he's had some misses.
he's also, I just read this, he's also the director of It Follows.
Yes.
So I think it's a real mixed bag. Also, you know, Under the Silver Lake is like a very brightly colored, like,
This
I
movie
think-
didn't look very good color palette
I thought
wise.
it looked very washed out. And, like, part of that is that it's supposed to be authentic to the 80s. I did think that they did a really good job at
House
interior
costume design.
The costume design I didn't think was as effective. I thought there's a block party scene to open the movie. I thought the block party scene, they were wearing, like, too stereotypical 80s clothing. But I thought the interiors of the houses looked really good. I thought they did a good job on, like, set design to make it look like it's 1982. But it's very washed out. He also does a weird shot that I just don't like from a cinematography standpoint. He does the shot where he zooms in on one person's face
Uh-huh.
and then shows the other person's face
Out
watching
of
their
focus.
face out of focus. He does that shot
A lot.
maybe 10 times. And it's just not very effective, especially when we're supposed to be, like, marveling at how this looks. Another thing that I would have appreciated more is if they actually explored the prehistoric, like, woods portion more. because there is like a whole beautiful like prehistoric forest that's surrounding them now. I kind of would have liked to have seen them sort of take refuge in the forest a little bit, you know, to like explore
it's on fire.
that terrain.
But it's on fire.
It's not on fire the entire time.
I know.
It's also very like I would have liked to have seen that. I would have liked to have seen them explore the prehistoric world a little more instead of the prehistoric exploring their world.
We don't have the budget for that.
Honestly, maybe that was it, but yeah.
All right. Any final thoughts?
Maybe go see this just as like a
LOL.
to weigh in. I did see one review that compared, it said, the Meg is to Jaws as House on the End of Oak Street is to Jurassic Park. So the like very...
I think that's an insult to the Meg.
Yeah, the Meg knows that it's goofy.
Yeah.
This takes itself very seriously, but I do think it's a little goofy.
Yeah, I understand what I still think the top comment on the trailer that said Strange Things Jurassic Edition.
Stranger Park.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very it's just not very fun to watch. Like the things that make Jurassic Park fun are kind of the like they think their way out of it a lot more in Jurassic Park, you know, like because they have knowledge of dinosaurs, they know kind of how to avoid them, how they think. This one, there's like no outsmarting the dinosaurs. It's just like, they're big, they're dumb.
Yeah.
Like there's like, I'm just gonna eat everyone.
Freeze. They can't sense movement.
Yeah, there's nothing fun like that. There's no, you know, the raptor scene when the kids are hiding in the kitchen. That's like the best scene I think in the movie is when the raptors are right there and they're just about to get them. I don't ever feel that kind of tension in this.
No.
Even though one of the main characters does get eaten,
Yeah.
I don't feel the same tension.
Yeah.
I also don't care about these characters enough to be upset when one of them is chomped. So what does that tell you about how these characters feel?
All right. Well, that's going to do it for our first emergency pod. And if for some reason you went straight into this and you needed to listen to our spoiler-free review, sorry, maybe just skip ahead and then go right into One Night Only on our previous episodes. That's going to do it. Thanks for listening to See It, Stream It, Skip It.
That's it, man. Game over, man.